I have read so many books on manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption, but these are the best books that are out there. Hi you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna, and in today's video I'm going to share all my favorite books on manifestation. You guys know that I've read more than 100 books on manifestation, but these are the best books hands down according to me. They're also very beginner friendly, so if you are someone who wants a book that's easy to read, easy to grasp, and the information is easy to digest, then these are the best books, because when I read them I really understood the concepts very well the first time I read it, and at the same time I was able to apply it in my life and actually see results. So if you are very serious about manifesting your dream life, then you should definitely check out these books. I will also link them down in the description box so you can automatically order them on Amazon. So yeah, without any further delay, let's get started. So starting off with Neville Goddard's books, I've already made a few videos on these books after I read them. I will link them down below so you can get a detailed summary of each book. If you don't want to read it, you can just watch my video, and I pretty much cover almost all the basics from these two books. What I really like about these books is, instead of getting the entire huge book, which is like a collection of all of Neville Goddard's books, you can definitely go for this if you're more of an advanced reader. But if you are someone who wants to understand the law of assumption in simpler terms and have a quick and a short read, then these are definitely the best, because they're actually divided into 3 different books. These are the books that taught me all about the law of assumption, how the law of assumption works, how your assumptions actually create your reality. And these were the books from where I did my own blue butterfly experiment to see if the law is actually real and it will work or not, and it worked in my favor. They're a powerful reminder that an assumption, when persisted in, can actually become a true fact in your life. So any desire you have, anything that you want to assume, your assumption can be as random as I have really thick and gorgeous hair, or as random as I have my dream body. And the more you assume that, the more you train your mind into thinking that's already my reality, I'm already in my dream body, or I already have my dream body. Whatever that assumption is, the more you persist, the more you're consistent with it, the more you think thoughts in your favor, that is always thinking you have your dream body. Whenever you get a thought about your body, or whenever you look at maybe a fitness like a gym, or you see someone who's like a fitness model, anytime you see any signs related to your body, you're always telling yourself, I have my dream body, I have my dream body, I love my dream body, I'm so grateful I have my dream body. So the more you align your thoughts with the desire that you have and you persist, it actually becomes a true fact in your life. You see that evidence with the way people are complimenting you on your body. You see that evidence with the way you look at yourself in front of the mirror. You'll actually see that you're already there, like you have your dream body. In simple terms, it is actually delulu thinking, but it works in your favor, because whenever you convince your mind for whatever it is that you want, you will truly see the evidence of it in your reality. And these were the books that made me believe in it. They're so quick to read, they're so short, you can actually finish them in one sitting. So I definitely recommend getting this if you truly want to understand the law of assumption better. I also have the entire Neville's collection as well. This basically includes all of the books. It includes these 2 books along with all the other Neville Goddard's books. So if you do want to get the entire collection, this is more for advanced readers, I would say, because the concepts are a little bit difficult to grasp. You might have to read it 2-3 times to understand it, but if you're okay with that, you should definitely get it. I think this has a collection of 20 to 25 books. It also includes the radio lectures, so it's definitely interesting. You can check this out as well. Okay, so those were the best books on the law of assumption. Moving on to the next one. This is the best book on manifestation coming from a neurosurgeon's perspective. So this is like practical manifestation. The author talks a lot about intentional focus, like focusing intentionally on the things that we truly want and just becoming a vibrational match to it. By vibrational match, it means executing it in your reality, convincing and brainwashing your mind into thinking that you already have it by doing simple techniques like visualization methods, meditations, and he also talks about how you can script your life. Really like the author's perspective on how he talks about how manifestation is not woo-woo magic. You can literally rewire your brain through pure repetition. Repetition is something I always talk about on my channel. No matter how much you're affirming, you always have to affirm repeatedly, be consistent with your practice, and brainwash your mind into thinking you already have it. So he explains it in a very practical way, which I really like. So you should definitely check this out, especially for the methods that he talks about after every chapter, and also his personal story, which helped him manifest everything that he had. And at the same time, he also gives a story on how he lost everything, but again got everything back. Such an inspiring story because it shows that even if you manifest everything and you lose everything, as long as you're connected to your spiritual self, you're connected to your soul, you're connected to, having a higher purpose rather than just living life selfishly, like, living a fulfilled life where you actually help other people, heal other people, you do something that is good for other people, it automatically gravitates back to you. The next book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. This is one of my absolute favorite books. Perfect for anyone who wants to manifest things effortlessly. Like, the only thing you have to do is convince your subconscious mind, and you can do that in your sleep. Like, just when you're about to sleep, all you have to do is talk to your subconscious mind, have an inner conversation with your mind where you tell your mind, please mind, be in my favor, be on my side, and just help me manifest whatever goal it is. I cannot tell you how many times I doubted so many things about myself or so many things that have happened in my life, and the only thing that I did is, after reading this book, realize that I can talk to my mind, I can actually have a conversation and make it my best friend. So every single night when I was going to sleep, when I had these questions in my mind, I would just ask my mind, please help me find the path to least resistance. Whatever instruction you want, literally anything, any dream you have, any goal you have, just when you're about to drift off to sleep, talk to your mind, ask your mind, can you please help me figure out, or at least give me an answer for what I'm supposed to do. The concept of talking to your subconscious mind is so similar to a prayer, just like how if you do believe in God, you have a conversation with God, you ask God for help. Talking to your subconscious mind is actually similar to that, because you're talking to your mind, telling your mind that please give me an answer, please help me out, please let me find the path to least resistance, and it actually automatically gets you that path. But the first person who recommended this book to me, it was one of my friends. We were going for CAT coaching, like when we were studying, to get into a B school, and he told me that he would wake up every day in the morning at 6 a.m. without an alarm. And I was pretty surprised. I was like, how can you wake up at 6 naturally? And I know some people can naturally wake up, it's a habit for them. But he said that even if he sleeps at 1 a.m. in the night or even 12 a.m. in the night, he automatically naturally wakes up at 6 a.m. every single day, just because he tells his mind while going to sleep, please wake me up at 6 a.m. in the morning, I want to wake up early. And I remember laughing at him when he told me that, saying, what, you just talk to your mind delusionally and you just ask your mind, please wake me up at 6 a.m. and it wakes you up at 6 a.m. How crazy is that? He said, why don't you just try it? Like, just try it once, see if you can wake up at 6 a.m. naturally. If you don't, it's fine. And I just thought about it the whole time while coming back home, and I was like, you know what, let me just experiment and try it. Told myself that I am putting an alarm at 6 a.m. I know I have to wake up tomorrow at 6, but let me just casually put the alarm, but at the same time tell my mind, please wake me up at 5:58 a.m. Like just 2 minutes before my alarm buzzes off. And I just slept, and I cannot tell you guys how shocked I was, because I woke up at exactly 5:58 a.m. The exact time that I told my mind, please wake me up, I woke up then. You can try this as an experiment. Tell your mind, convince your mind, and tell your mind, just please wake me up at 5:58 a.m. I really want to wake up. And all of a sudden, either you will wake up at that time, or you'll wake up at a time close to the time that you've scheduled or you told your mind, or naturally you will just like shift in your sleep or something like that. Like, trust me, you guys, you will experience that if you do try it. And it happened after I read this book. He's the one who suggested this book to me. Eternally grateful that he suggested this book. I also have an entire summary of this book on my channel. I will link that summary down in the description box so you can check it out. Last but not the least is Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is probably one of the first books that I read on the law of attraction and how to like manifest money and wealth. I don't think there's any other book which is as good as this. This is like a classic. I feel like all the other books that have come on manifesting money or manifesting wealth have somehow either copied the formula that Napoleon Hill has given out, or has, basically taken a lot of inspiration and has shared the same concept. So I believe this is like the OG, the original book which you should all have in order to manifest wealth, abundance, money, prosperity. And I know a lot of people misunderstand this book and think, oh, this is all about, just getting rich. or just getting a lot of money. But that's clearly not the case. You can use the framework that Napoleon Hill shared in every area of your life, whether it's your career, whether it's your personal life, your personal relationships, whether it is something related to your personal development, or even in terms of money, success, prosperity. You can use it for any and every area. And again, if you want a detailed framework for this book, I have an entire video on this. I make my own mission statement and purpose statement inspired from this book, and I read that every single day. Sometimes if I don't have that paper around with me, I just watch my own video where I read out my entire mission and purpose statement with you guys. Evokes some sort of energy in me. Like whenever I read this book, I get this inspired energy, like this feeling that I have to take that inspired action right away. So for me, at least, books are my comfort way of just taking a lot more action in my 3D, being able to inspire and motivate myself. And I also want to tell you guys that I made my own notes from all these books, all the key takeaways, just the bullet points from every book that I learned. I made like an entire Google document. I put it in my course Manifest Instantly. So if you haven't purchased it yet, make sure you purchase it. I also have 2 other books that I wanted to recommend to you guys. They're also super beginner friendly, so you can read them whenever you want to. The first one is Manifest by Roxy Nafouzi. I love that book. I've talked about that book on my channel as well. I've read that at least 2 or 3 times, I think. But I love that book and I've highlighted so many things. I love Roxy's takeaway and her 7-step framework, again, to manifest your dream life. Another one is again a classic by Louise Hay. It is You Can Heal Your Life. I love that book. Every single time I feel low or I feel sad about anything, Louise Hay's books have been my escape. Every time I read those books, I instantly feel better. I instantly feel grateful for my life. I instantly see a shift in my mood and my energy. You want to learn more about healing, you want to learn more about your body, like the spiritual meaning behind everything that's happening with your body and your mind, affirmations, anything like that, then you should definitely check out her books. Her books are amazing. So yeah, that was it for today's video, you guys. These are all the books that helped me quantum jump to my dream reality. Some of my biggest dreams, some of the dreams that I couldn't even comprehend came true, especially after reading these books and applying the concepts that I learned from these books in my life. So obviously, if you just read books for the sake of reading books, it's obviously not going to help you. You have to digest the information, you have to understand the concept and apply it in your 3D so that you see the results that you truly want. I teach all of this in Manifest Instantly, by the way, so definitely check it out. And yeah, if you have any questions related to book recommendations or anything that you want to ask me, definitely leave a comment down below. I would love to answer them. And yeah, that was it for today's video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.